reportage on the protesters in Lafayette Park in front of the White House. They made a big deal, the anti-Trump press, that authorities used tear gas to dispel protesters in Lafayette Park so Donald Trump could walk from the White House to the church, St. John's Episcopal Church, which was burned, hold up the Bible for a photo op. You remember the story? We covered it yesterday, and it affected a lot of Americans, and good Americans. One of them is Father James Martin. Go.
And so to use violence to remove peacemakers from in front of a church so you can hold up a Bible and say how great America is while you're promising military action against peaceful protesters seemed to me to be the complete opposite of what Jesus taught. And so I think it makes a mockery of Christianity.
But that's not what happened. I mean, that's what Father Martin thought happened, and he was appearing on CNN, but that's not what happened, according to the park police. Now, maybe the park police are lying. Maybe. It's possible. But according to the park police, the protesters were asked, in a civil manner, to move out of Lafayette Park temporarily so the president could make his walk safely. That's not an unreasonable request. You can protest down the street. All right? Some of them then began attacking the park police, throwing bottles, throwing stones, that kind of stuff. Park police threw not tear gas, didn't use tear gas, they threw some devices in to scatter the crowd, and the crowd was scattered. So the media then said, and so did Father Martin, Trump used violent methods against peaceful protesters. So Molly Hemingway, a senior editor at The Federalist, very methodical reporter, all right, she went down all the false reporting, and I'm going to give you some of it right now, okay? So Reuters published a video claiming U.S. Park Police used tear gas, but there wasn't tear gas on the video. They said there was, but it wasn't. So Reuters did not tell the truth. PBS, Yamiche Alcindor, a Fox hater, reported that there was still processing. I saw peaceful protesters tear gas outside the White House. There was no tear gas. So Ms. Alcindor misled her audience. There's no tear gas. Okay. Washington Post ran an article that headline, "Inside the push to tear gas protesters ahead of the Trump photo op." There was no tear gas. 3 Washington Post reporters, Ashley Parker, Josh Dawsey, Rebecca Tan. No tear gas. They misled their readers. Okay? New York Times headline, "Tear gas clears path for Trump to visit church." No tear gas. Now, tear gas is an agent that hurts. I got tear gassed a number of times when I was reporting. What they did, the park police, were smoke, like smoke bombs. Doesn't hurt. Don't have to wash your eyes out, just so you know. MSNBC falsely reported Trump visits church after police clear protesters with tear gas. Right? Not true. George Stephanopoulos, ABC News, police used tear gas, pushed back peaceful protesters for Trump church visit. Not true. George Stephanopoulos. Okay? Peter Baker, New York Times, falsely reported on security threats and how they were removed. Police and troops have moved against peaceful protesters with tear gas and flashbangs. Not true. So, and finally, Maggie Haberman. I got to mention her, New York Times, because she hates Trump. And she's one of their leading reporters. And just, her articles are just awful. I mean, tear gas has been fired outside the White House at protesters. Not true. So, will we get any retraction? Sorry, we made a mistake. Wasn't any cares. Anybody? No. Because CNN, ATT, Disney, ABC, George Stephanopoulos, New York Times, but they don't care. They don't care what's true or not. They couldn't care less, which is why you're watching this program. We do. We care. I'm never going to report to you anything that's false. And I won't report it at all if I don't know. I'll tell you, I don't know. Awful. Awful, awful, awful.